I tried to start this video so many times and can't, and I've been trying to pinpoint why, and I think it's because I literally haven't spoken in 2 days because I've just been in my apartment, so this is the first time I've talked in a really long time. But anyway, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be filming my April favorites, which is not a type of video you guys generally see on my channel, and I do want to point out why I haven't done a ton of book related videos lately. It's simply due to the fact that I just have not had a ton of time to read. This is that 3-week portion of the semester where it's all final projects, presentations, and exams eventually, so I can only do so many update videos on the books that I'm not really reading. So I'm using this as a time to film all of those non-book related videos that I've been sort of wanting to film. Also, and I apologize because normally I don't have long intros, but that's what you're getting today, I want to say a massive thank you to you guys. Normally I don't care about the subscriber count overall, but I did hit 25,000 a week or so ago, which is a pretty big milestone. It was funny, my mom even noticed and she's like texted me and she was like, you have 25,000 views now, and I was like, that's not what that means, but thanks. You guys genuinely leave the most lovely but also interesting comments. Not only do I not get hate comments, but I don't get those, I feel like it sounds degrading to call them stupid comments, but like the people just commenting that they're first, people commenting notification squad, or just kind of like spewing nonsense. I just get really fantastic comments, interactions with you guys, so I just wanted to say thank you. So let's go ahead and get into the favorites. I didn't actually intend to start this list with drinks, but that's just the way my list happened to end up, and I'll actually go grab the one that I'm talking about. So the first favorite of the month is very bad red wine. Well, you know what? I'm not going to call it bad wine. I'm not going to do that to my beloved Franzia because I think Franzia is a very non-offensive wine range, at least in my opinion. It's not great, but I'm not going to call it bad anymore. Clearly carrying this from my second fridge, which is in that closet, is my workout for the day because I'm already out of breath. But this is the chillable red. I store it on its side because I'm always paranoid about this spilling. But if you are like me and you live alone, so you're not going to go through a bottle of red wine in a night or two, so you're worried about it going bad, and you're also cheap but you like having, you know, your glass or two of red wine with dinner, I think this is a really good option. It's $15 and it lasts me for the entire month. Let me know which ones out of the range you guys would recommend. This is the, what's it called, chillable red, but it's almost too non-offensive to the point where it just tastes like juice. So let me know which one you guys would recommend. Then I have a few skincare removing hair items. So first is rose hip oil. This is by the brand Teddy Organics. I think it was maybe $10 off Amazon, but I have very, very dry skin. It also has a fair amount of redness. Luckily, I don't suffer from acne, but because I'm getting a little bit older now, I did just also want to start some things that are really good for wrinkle prevention, and this is supposedly supposed to be good. So generally at night, I've been applying this, letting that soak in for a while, and then I apply Nivea cream all over my face, which to those of you with oily skin, this might seem absolutely insane because this is so thick, but believe me, my face just sucks it right up. Also, for those of you with oily skin who are maybe younger, I understand it's irritating at the time, but just know in the long run, you're gonna have much less wrinkles down the road than I will. And next is this, which if you're wondering what it is, this is the BellaFlash by Silken hair removal device. Because although I have naturally blonde hair, I've never dyed it, I do have naturally dark hair that's quite thick everywhere else on my body that tends to go pretty fast. So I'd been meaning to get one of these for such a long time. They had this deal at Costco. The reviews of this are fantastic. I could actually do a full video review on this if you guys would like, but I've had it for about 6 months now. Sometimes for a month I'll forget to use it, but overall my leg hair, which used to grow very fast, within say 12 hours of shaving I could feel the stubble and it was just a pain. Now I can go about 2 weeks in between shaving, and then if I keep using this long enough, eventually down the road I'll never have to shave again. And then in terms of TV shows, and you might be saying, Katie, you haven't had time to read because of all your schoolwork, why have you been watching TV? I'm the kind of person where if I'm incredibly stressed, if I need an hour to relax, I'm gonna do that by watching TV and not necessarily to read a book. I think I've talked about this before, but I read when I'm relaxed. I don't read to relax. First is the Girlfriend Experience on Stars. It's about a girl who is a Chicago law student who decides that she would like to become an escort. I read a review of this series that said it was simultaneously boring and engrossing, and I would really agree with that because there's something very hollow about the show and it just seems to have no heart, but it's also just so riveting and engrossing. My viewing experience watching the show was different from anything I've ever seen before. The episodes are also only 20-30 minutes, which is really nice. So if you want to just watch one to see what you think, it won't take much time. And next, I know I'm behind on this, but I'm about halfway through season 2 of House of Cards. This is a political drama. I'm not going to explain what it's all about because I'm sure most of you guys have already seen it. But right now, my favorite character on the show is obviously Cashew. So in terms of books, the one book I have been getting through pretty fast is the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I've been listening to this as an audiobook when I've been driving to and from class. I generally don't read these kinds of self-help books, but this one has been really interesting, and also simultaneously watching it while watching House of Cards is really interesting because I just picture all of these laws being ones that Frank Underwood would abide by, which might not be a good thing. Maybe you think it is. I've talked about this previously, but there is a lot of controversy surrounding this book. There are parts of the book where the author states that in the work environment you need to figure out what the thumb screw is of your opponent and how to tighten it, so it's different. So people either adore it and say it's very realistic, or people just say the author is evil. So if you would like to see me do a review on that book when I'm finished, I can do that. For movies, the only movie I think I've watched this month was The Witch, or actually that was last month, but I'm going to include it here anyway because I just am that obsessed with it. I did do a spoiler-free review of this, so I'll go ahead and link that over the image here. Finally, in terms of travel, although I didn't technically get to go anywhere this month, I did book a ticket to Miami, Florida. I turned 25 July 5th. I turned 25 July 4th weekend, and I've never been one to really celebrate my birthday besides small parties, but I'm going to be going to Miami for the first time with one of my best friends, her boyfriend, and then I'll also get to meet Alex from View from the Bar. If you watch his videos, maybe we'll all snort some lemon juice up our noses. You'd have to watch his most recent video to see what I'm talking about. I feel like it's really common to do these kind of big city beach vacations for birthdays, and I've never done that before, so I also have never been before, so if you have any recommendations for what to do /eat/see, be sure to put that down below. So those are my monthly favorites. Good luck to all of you who are also going through your final project exam period. If you have any recommendations from any of the categories I've mentioned, be sure to put them down below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.